The other night my niece asked me to tell her the story of Tiananmen Square. My avuncular instinct kicked into high gear, and I made up a story more suited for juvenile consumption. Once upon a time in a land far, far away, an old butcher ran a humble meat shop. One hot summer's night, he got into a heated argument with his sons over the way he managed his struggling business. In a fit of rage, the impetuous father reached for his cleaver and went on a bloody rampage against his family. Shocked by his own monstrosity, the man frantically buried the bodies and vowed to be a better father to his remaining children. As the years passed, the butcher shop prospered and the family grew. Still, any discussion of that fateful summer's night remained taboo. Convinced that he would never be forgiven, the old man resigned himself to waiting out the generation who witnessed his murderous acts. With each passing day, as memories thinned and denial thickened, the old butcher's chance of atonement ebbed away like a receding tide. If this were a fairy tale, my niece would thank me for the lovely bedtime story and fall sound asleep under her quilt embroidered with giraffes and zebras. But we don't live in a fairy tale. In reality, my nieces and nephews never asked me about Tiananmen Square, and I never told them the story of the old butcher and his slaughtered children. Our next generation is either too young to be interested in politics or too busy with homework and exams. But how I want them to ask me what this anniversary really means. I want my next generation to know their country and its history, for how we remember our past defines who we are and how we live our future. Throughout the night, Rudyard Kipling's famous poem Recessional kept playing in my head. On this 20th anniversary of one of the defining moments of my childhood, I dedicate these lines to my next generation. The tumult, and the shouting dies. The captains and the kings depart. Still stands thine ancient sacrifice, an humble and a contrite heart. Lord God of hosts, be with us yet, lest we forget, lest we forget.